Hello my earth signs, how are you? This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot. I'm bringing you your mid-month reading for the earth signs only, or basically maybe I should say it another way. I'm combining the earth signs. I'm doing 4 readings that combine each element. So this reading is for the earth signs. So here I've already done the spread for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, and I just want to say very quickly, thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And you know, please continue to hit the like button, like, subscribe and share. And also if any of you feel led, if you've enjoyed the content that I've been uploading, please feel free to donate. There is a link, not a link, sorry, there is in the description box below, there is a link for any donations. I'd really appreciate it, thank you. And for those of you that would like a reading for me, there is also a link in the description box that you can book a reading with me, okay? So let's see, without further ado, let's get into this reading. Now the general energy that I'm picking up, overall energy that I'm picking up here, it feels like really like a Virgoan energy, you know, like the hermit energy of basically a time to, you know, a time of pause to take stock of your current situation. Time for a mental, emotional, physical or financial health check, okay? And for the earth signs, I do see, you know, the earth signs, all, you know, for all 3 signs here, of an energy of you taking a step back, detaching, acknowledging, processing and releasing, okay? You know, that it's like a process that you'll be going through in a particular area of your life, where you know, you'll acknowledge it, take a step back, detach from it, and then process the feelings, process and reevaluate the situation, okay? And then when these feelings start to surface and you start to really look at them and acknowledge them, how do you actually feel about a certain situation, regardless of whether it might have something to do with your finances, your, you know, your emotions, how you're processing mentally, even your physical health. You know, you'll take a look at that and process those feelings and then release them, okay? And this is a good time to do that. So yeah, this is about balancing, because once you go through that process and make that decision to release whatever it is that no longer serves you, or to restructure it, or bring more balance into the situation, then it will kind of will help you move forward and move out that sort of stagnant energy. And you'll feel that stagnant energy. You will feel it, that, okay, I feel blocked here, there's something I need to look at here. And once you do that and release it, you'll be able to move forward in a more balanced way, yeah? So, and by the way, the sounds that you hear coming from the background, I'm playing some Tibetan healing music, healing for the chakras, and also the heart center, okay? So let's start with Capricorn. So we're starting out with sadness and isolation. Okay, so this card does not necessarily need to mean sadness. Some of you may be getting over a situation that disappointed you, or a heartbreak or something like that. But this is a time basically to take a step back, like I said, take a step back from the hustle and bustle, and just get quiet and just connect with yourself, with your higher self, and a time of peace, you know, a time of healing. Yeah. So we have the Seven of Autumn, the Magician in reverse, the Dreamer in reverse, and the Chariot. So basically, what these cards are saying is that you've had a time of, you've been busy, you've put in the work, and now you're waiting. You're looking at, well, okay, I've put in the effort here, I've, worked very hard over there, I've invested up, over there, and let me reevaluate this situation to see if I'm on the right track. Am I getting the return that I should be getting on all the effort that I've put in, whether it be at work, whether it be in a relationship? Okay. And so now you're just sitting back and evaluating. You're taking a rest. Okay. And while you're taking a rest, this would be a good time to just, maybe just plan. You can take this time to plan. What will my next steps be? Because you know what they say, just sitting and watching and waiting for your harvest to come in, and waiting for whatever it is you're waiting for here. Okay, you may as well use that time to probably focus elsewhere and start to plan your next steps, because you know what they say, they used to say back in the day, a watch pot never boils. You keep watching it and say, is it boiling yet? And the more you focus on that, what you're waiting for, it appears that it takes longer to come. So use use that focus, take your focus off whatever it is you're waiting for to come in, and put your focus elsewhere. Take a rest, maybe, like I said, mull over your next steps. And this is reinforced by the Magician in reverse. The Magician isn't taking any action, okay, at the moment, which is reinforced by the Dreamer. The Dreamer has decided, no, I'm not going to take that leap of faith right now. Let me just wait. Probably wait for divine timing. Okay, and then after you've done that, wow, you've got the Chariot moving forward. Okay, so it says success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. So you'll be celebrating your accomplishments, Capricorn, and you will be in the spotlight, but you will need to take a step back, a time of reflection. You may start to, make new plans. For your next step of how you're going to move forward. Okay, and then when you do that, you have the Ace of Hearts. I mean the Ace of Cups. So it's nearly as though when you step back, you'll come out rejuvenated. You'll have more clarity. Okay, there'll be a heart opening. Your heart is just going to open. It's going to sing. Okay, after this time of rejuvenation. All right, and this is a beautiful card. Beautiful card. So then you'll be ready to move forward. You'll get the green light, but in the meantime, use this time to just step back for a minute, retreat, just be peaceful with yourself. And if there was a question that you had on your mind at the time of this reading, the angels are saying no. If there was something that you were mulling over, should I, shouldn't I? Okay, the question is no. The answer to the question is no. But a lot of the times we know the answer. Sometimes we just need a confirmation, but deep down in our gut, we already know the answer. Okay, so if this no resonates with you, Capricorn, you'll know what particular question it was that you had on your mind, that you'd been mulling over. Okay, but there's love coming in. This could be it can be in the romantic sense. It can be your children, your family, it could even be, for those of you that are not dating, or you don't have that situation, you don't have children or what have you, it could just be self-love, self-care, where your heart just feels open. It's not shut down with worry and stress and being defensive. Okay, so there are heart connections coming in for you, Capricorn. Okay, so basically what I'm seeing is like I said, when you take this time of reflection, it will bring that equilibrium and balance back into your life, and that is when the love will come in. Okay, so now Taurus. Now with Taurus, we're starting off with an overall energy here of, you're sort of guarded, Taurus. You're guarded, you're protecting something, you're standing your ground, okay? And under that we have the Four of Cups. For the Taurians, this Four of Cups has come up. Was it for Taurus or was it for Cancer? May have been for Cancer. I don't remember, but no, I think this did come up for Taurus as well in past readings. But it looks as though in the past, in the recent past, you may have felt rejected. You felt a bit down, lethargic, not wanting to really connect on an emotional level because you're protecting your heart, because you're probably you were disappointed somehow in an emotional relationship situation. So because you can see that this person is being offered a cup. There's an offer being made, but this person is turning it down. Okay, because this person is very guarded, all right, because of something that happened in the past. And then funnily enough, the cards you got, you have 4 of these cards because they came out together. For me, when cards come out together like that, I just keep them together. Okay, so the first card is release. Isn't that ironic? So here you were holding on to something, like you was holding on to a grudge, or you were holding on to hurt feelings or something like that. But this card is saying release. Whatever you're holding on to emotionally, release that. Detach from it. Detach from those feelings that are keeping you feeling emotionally stuck. And then you'll be able to move on. You'll be able to move forward, Taurus. And when you do that healing work, detaching, releasing and healing, then you will start to believe and succeed. You'll be exercising your faith. You'll be exercising the law of attraction. Okay? And then you'll start to believe again. And once you start to have that faith and start believing again, you will actually succeed, Taurus. But you have to release. whatever you're harboring or hanging on to, you will need to release that. Let go of it, okay? So down here, it looks like what you could be detaching and releasing. Look at this. We have the King of Cups, a water sign. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse, that's an air sign. And we have the King of Wands. But, you know, I thought, well, look at this. The Eight of Swords in reverse is kind of sandwiched in the middle of these two people. Could be male or female, okay? So the person in the middle, who I believe is probably your energy, Taurus, based on the other cards, is you are actually starting to release. You're starting to release that mental energy that was keeping you feeling like you're hemmed in, you're trapped, but you weren't. And the cause of you feeling that way could have been because you were, some of you either had to make the choice of between two people in a relationship. Some of you may have been in a third-party relationship. Some of you may be leaving one person, okay, maybe a water sign, leaving this relationship, okay, and once you decide to leave this relationship, it's as though you can think more clearly. You don't feel so trapped and all up in your head, and then a fire sign may be coming in for you. Sun, moon, or rising, okay? So it looks as though some of you will be ending one situation and going into another situation, okay? And I don't know why, when I looked at these cards, to me it seemed as though even though it was hard for you to make a decision, I don't think that the situation that you're leaving was like a really terrible situation. It may be that a situation that you found it hard to leave because you actually like being there. It could be a job that you've worked at for a long time and you really like being at that job. But for some reason you have to leave that job because of other things going on in your life, you know? Because another opportunity came in that you decided to pursue. So you're kind of stuck in the middle of these two people, two situations or opportunity, and you have to make the choice. Okay, so you have to detach and release one so that the other opportunity can come in. Okay? And I do believe that the situation that you're leaving was a committed situation because this is the Ace of Swords and it's in reverse. So the Ace of Swords speaks to committed obligations, committed situations, contractual obligation, whether verbal, emotional, or I should say a contractual, a commitment, okay, whether verbal or written, but there was some type of commitment there. But with the Ace of Swords in reverse, I think that this commitment has come to an end. So to me, it looks as though you're leaving. It may not be a third-party situation. You may just be leaving one committed situation to move to another. Okay, you may have gone through a divorce, okay, and then now you have someone else coming in. You may have been in a job or a business, could be a business partner, okay, but that situation, that contract has come to an end, that obligation has come to an end, and now you're moving into a new situation, okay? So to get the equilibrium within yourself, Taurus. So this is where the detaching and the releasing is coming in from these cards up here. It's nearly as though you've got one foot in over here and one foot in over here. Okay. And you have to bring both feet over into the same place to have that sense of equilibrium and balance. So closing out of one cycle and starting a new cycle. But it's nearly as though both cycles are coexisting right now as you're moving from one phase into the next phase. Okay. And this is going to happen in the very near future, or whatever other questions you had on your mind while you're watching this reading. This is your answer from the angels in the very near future. Okay. So now Virgo. For Virgos we have listen and your darkest fears. Okay. So with these cards it looks as though some of your darkest fears now are going to be coming up to the surface. Maybe fears that you had suppressed, okay, are starting to come to the surface, and it's calling for you to listen. Listen to your spirit, listen to your heart as you deal with these emotions that are going to be surfacing right now, okay? And as you deal with those, these could have been emotions or situations or fears or phobias that you had suppressed for a long time and had never really addressed. And especially with all the planetary influences, a lot of people are going to be in that situation where there are things that are going to resurface that need to be addressed so that you can heal from it and move forward. Okay, and it's coming up again, showing up again in your cards. You have the Strength in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Tower. Okay, so here we have Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Now all these cards are in reverse, okay? So what this says to me is there was something from your past that made you feel disempowered, or where you were not standing in your truth or speaking your truth, or somehow I think it's these fears that you need to release, or something that caused these fears, or the reason for these fears that kept you feeling disempowered. And you've been trying to maintain your equilibrium by suppressing those feelings, those emotions, and those fears. Okay? You didn't want them to come up. You didn't want to face them. Okay? And it's something out of the past. It could be something from your childhood. Okay? It could be a past relationship or a past situation, even with siblings or with family members from the past. Okay? It's a situation that, but it's a situation that you kind of feel powerless, or you felt powerless, and it's these things are resurfacing for you to heal, Virgo. Okay, it's nearly as though you've been keeping them suppressed, or there's something that you just didn't want to acknowledge. You just wanted to ignore it and maybe just hope it will go away. But these, you're not going to be able to ignore these things, because they're coming up, and they're coming up to be healed once and for all, okay? So, and the thing is, once you process these feelings, it will actually improve your health. Because for you, I got improving health And the Empress is all about your body. It's about your foundation. Okay? It's about self-worth. It's about feeling grounded. It's about feeling whole, healthy. Okay? So for me, what I see in these cards is that by you suppressing these memories or these feelings, you may have thought that you were protecting yourself, and it was healthier for you to do that, but actually it may have been those suppressed feelings, or whatever it was probably contributing to any it may have caused psychological issues, mental issues, even issues in your body. Okay? Health issues. It may have even affected your finances. So once you do the work and you acknowledge these feelings that you have been suppressing, or fears that you're suppressing that come out of your past, a past relationship, I don't know, a divorce, siblings, family, whatever it is, once you address these feelings, acknowledge them, go through the process, the healing process, okay, your health will improve, your finances will improve, it will open up your chakras. That's another reason I'm playing this music, because it helps to heal the chakras if you meditate on them. And so this will help to open up your heart chakra. Okay? It will help open up your solar plexus, because your solar plexus is your will. Excuse me, above your navel, that's your will. That is that chakra of empowerment and feeling empowered. And here you do not feel empowered. Okay? So when I saw these cards come up, I thought, wow. So when they're talking about your health, they're probably talking about your energy centers and your chakras. Okay? But the thing is, when our chakras are out of alignment, they do literally affect our health. Okay, so Virgo, you may need to work on that in the next couple of weeks. And here I see the Ten of Swords in reverse. So it looks as though you did have some sense of betrayal in the past, and you're coming out of that and you're healing from it. Okay, but it's still affecting you. Whatever it was that happened in the past is still affecting you. Like I said, it could have something to do with your childhood, with siblings, your family, could have been a divorce. So it's time to heal that, okay, Virgo? And then that will bring balance, because here we have the Justice and the Six of Pentacles. So to me, this is karmic justice. Basically, what you put in, you will get out. Okay? So the work that you do, you will be rewarded for that work, okay? Whether it be physical work, whether it be the effort that you put into a relationship, the effort you put into yourself and your own healing, okay? Whether it be the effort you put into your business or the company you work for, your relationships, regardless of who the relationships are with, what you put in, you will get out. So, and it will bring balance to your situation. It will bring healing, okay? So that you can move forward in a more healthy and balanced way and not keep repeating cycles. All right? So I'm gonna stop this here. I don't want this to go into a second video. I hope you enjoyed the reading, guys. So thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please share and subscribe. If anyone would like a personal reading with me, please go into the description box and and you will see all the information there, which will take you to my website and all the sorry, I'm getting tired. The instructions, all the instructions will be there for you to follow to get a reading with me. And there's also a link if you feel led to donate to the operating expenses of my channel. I really would appreciate that too if you enjoyed the content. So that's it. So thank you so much for joining me. So I'm out. This is D from Consciously Focused Tarot. Bye.